Have you ever wondered what life would be if you do not receive education? Some do not even stand a chance to learn. Do you know that there are people who stop going to school because they are in a state of compulsion that forces them to do so? I guess we are fully aware with the fact that it is happening around us. But the question is, what action do we take to help them? Hello and good morning, I bid to the audience. I am Husna, team leader for our fundraising project today. To be frank, this is not the first time our organization held a project like this. We do this to help spread awareness to people about the life of refugees in Malaysia and convince people that they also deserve a chance to prove the world they can have a brighter future. With that being explained, that justifies the reason why we wish to collaborate with the enterprise to bring off their dream. Today, I would like to talk about first, refugee in Malaysia. Second, what Fiji School provide for them. And finally, our impact for the students. I will begin by telling you about the background of our organization. Well, it is sad to know the fact that refugee children in Malaysia do not get the chance to live a normal life just as they wish. On May 2019, a number of 173,730 refugees and asylum seekers with the UNHCR 44,130 were children under the age of 18. They cannot go to school and restricted from seeking legal job due to lack of legal status. These refugee children who are treated as an outcast in a land they only want to call home appears to be relentless and never-ending. Leaving a home country is already a tough decision for them. Now, refugee children also face additional challenges such as being cut the access to schooling in Malaysia. Most of the times, they have to take care of their own in order to provide qualified education for the younger generations. In reality, there are refugees out there build a learning center out of an old house for the sake of providing education for the youths. Refugees are restricted from seeking legal job. Malaysia has traditionally provided temporary work licenses known as IMM13. These are allowed by Section 55(1) of the Immigration Act 1959-1963 Act 155, which gives the Home Affairs Minister discretionary power to exempt a category of people from the law. For humanitarian reasons, as well as to cover the labour gap, these licenses were provided to certain Moro from the Philippines, Indonesia, and most recent Syrian refugees. Majority of the refugees who work under agricultural and construction industries are low-skilled employees. On the other hand, they were given lesser salaries and work in dangerous conditions because they work off the books. Well, the question may arise, how can we help to provide them a chance of living a better life in second home country? This is how you go about making sure they get what they needed. There are a lot of learning methods we prepare in Fiji School that will help these children in need. Cooperative learning is an educational method in which students work in a small group to reach a common learning target with the help of the teacher. Our students are usually classified into pairs or small teams and are given tasks to finish which concern a particular subject. This method develops ability to work in a group, the way they communicate, and leadership skill. Not long ago, around years 2019-2020, we introduced student-centered learning. It covers dynamic study room focus that allows students to get deeper knowledge through active exploration of real-world challenges and problems. These students have gone through transformative learning in fun, inclusive, and stimulating way. Together with a holistic, student-centered approach, we implement a problem-based learning (PBL) model to teach students how to solve complex real-world problems. You can see that we have many methods that we use as an approach for them to get the appropriate education. Now let's look at the achievement of the refugees we have helped to bring each step closer to accomplish their dream. For many of those efforts we put on the refugee children, we have successfully created victorious people. The method that was used initiates students to become resilient, adaptive, and accepted people throughout their time at Fiji school and after. The beginning of their journey was fulfilled with the uncertainty of future dreams and solely many chances to expand potential and passion. The exposure to our educational, social, and development programs qualify students to remodel from someone who received education to enlarge their skill in one field. Forming a rigid foundation strengthened the chance for them to get better education and increase employment opportunity. Several of them became agents of social transformation and managed to take part in leadership roles, serving to build flexibility in their circle. A lot of Fiji faculty alumni have with the success adjustment into their new faculties. We have efficiently sent our students to Canada, USA, and New Zealand. Until this day, over 500 immigrant youngsters and youths have studied at Fiji School. In conclusion, I have told you about refugee in Malaysia, second, what Fiji School provide for them, and finally, our impact for the students. Thus, your donation for our project would really mean so much for those who strive to achieve their big dreams. Imagine one day they become a successful person and still remember your favor towards them. I believe they will help you with so much pleasure in return if any inconvenience bound to happen. I would love to share a quote by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, which is a French writer. He said, "Charity never humiliated him who profited from it, nor ever bound him by the chains of gratitude, since it was not to him but to God the gift was made."